Alright guys, welcome back. So in the last video we got our login working, so now we can log in, but we didn't have much to see once we were logged in, and so we're going to solve that problem now. And the way we're going to solve it is we're going to build a dashboard using Material UI. So if I search for Material UI here, we'll see a getting started page, and we just copy this, so npm install at material UI /core. So I'm going to do that right here. npm install -- save at material UI /core. I think there was a dash in there. Yes, there was. Alright, so this is going to install Material UI, and what this is basically it's a React framework that makes material design applications dead simple to make. So if I go on the left hand side here down to page layout examples, and I'm going to zoom this in a bit, the dashboard we're going to make is going to be roughly this. We're not really going to have charts or anything. We're going to have a very basic sidebar, and we are going to have a table view as well for posts and users. So we will get to that here in a moment once this finishes installing. Alright, so it's finished installing here, and so we're basically good to go. All we really need to do is let's build the dashboard. So there's going to be a lot of imports because each different thing that we're going to use are going to be different components. So if I scroll into component demos, we can see there's an app bar which we are going to use. There's app bar buttons, and if we look at the code here, we can see, we're importing app bar, toolbar, typography, button, icon button, etc. And so when we write these elements here, they're just custom React components. So let me go ahead and open up a new terminal for our backend. Let's run npm start on that. And then in our website directory, let's run npm start on that as well. So we should have a admin wrapper component here. And this is what we're going to put the top level, like the app bar and sidebar, into. So we're going to basically need to import the app bar and toolbar and whatnot. So to do that, let me go ahead and drag this. Let's open localhost 3000, I think it is. So in the admin wrapper component, what we're going to do is import, for right now, the app bar and the toolbar, and we'll discuss that a bit. So to import these, you're going to import app bar from, and then when we're doing imports from Material UI, it's always going to be @ material -UI /core, and then / whatever you're importing. So in this case, it's app bar. Now in the admin page, what we're going to be doing is basically creating an app bar component, and we're going to have to style it, so we'll get to styling here after. We're just going to close it for right now. And then we're also going to import the toolbar. So in Material UI, the app bar is going to be the color part, and then the toolbar is going to be the actual components within it. So we're going to go ahead and import toolbar from Material UI /core/toolbar. It's actually all lowercase, toolbar. So we're going to put a toolbar here. And now if I save this and we go to /admin, we're going to see that we get this app bar in the toolbar, even in the login page. So what we're going to need to do is separate the admin wrapper from the login wrapper. So we're going to need a login wrapper as well. So what we'll do for that, I'm just going to copy all this and create a new component called login wrapper.js. I'm just going to paste this here, delete this stuff right here, delete the imports, and then rename this component as login wrapper. We're going to export it as the same. And then I believe it's an app.js. We're going to use admin wrapper. So we're going to say if token, all right, so what we're going to have to do, let's import login wrapper from components login wrapper. And then here we're going to copy this admin wrapper like so. Wrap in a div so that we actually can have this if condition working. Then we'll have the login wrapper here. And I'm going to copy this login component and paste it here. Alright, so now we get to the admin, we get to the login screen that doesn't have the app bar, which is great. That's exactly what we want. So I will have to log in. So I'll log in with Nick at nick.com. And there we go, we're logged in. Now we have an app bar. It's a default color, and we can change this. We're going to talk about styling Material UI components a bit later. For right now, we're going to go ahead and add in, I guess, just some typography. And so we're going to put some text up here, and it's just going to say admin page or something like that. So what we're going to do is in admin wrapper, we're now going to import typography from Material UI -core/typography. And then in the toolbar itself, here's where we're going to start adding our components. So I'm going to have typography, and the component is going to be h1, so that we can tell it what HTML element we want to use. The variant is going to be h6. The color is going to be inherit. Color, inherit, no wrap, and then I got all messed up. And then that's fine for now. And let's just say admin. So I'm going to save this. And it refreshes. We haven't persisted anything, but we'll see that now I get an element here. If I right click and I have a look at it here, you can see that it's an H6, but it's in an H1 element. So with the typography, we can specify stuff like that. We can also further style it using JS, which we'll talk about in a few videos. For right now, this should be fine though. So what we're going to do, basically, I guess what we'll do is, so in this example, you have a sidebar that can expand and collapse. And you also have these items here, these list items. These are menu items, and so we're going to look at, where is it? Drawers, I guess. If we look at drawers here, you can open left and we have a sidebar. But if we look at the actual code, we'll see it's a list with list items, button, and then the key is text, so draft, send email, stuff like that. We also have dividers, so we're using list and list items to create these sidebars, and I guess we'll do that in the next video.